PlayStation VR will be launching with 100 playable games. Now that's a lot. And even if we don't know exactly what each experience will entail, there already seems to be something that covers the majority of gaming genres, from first-person shooters and horror to MMOs and flight sims. So here are some of the most promising games that have been shown off so far. Robinson: The Journey. You play as a child who somehow crash lands on a mysterious planet filled with dinosaurs. Yep, that's right, Robinson: The Journey pits a child against the monstrous lizards and hazards of the wilderness. But the little hero won't have to face the dangers of the prehistoric-like world without help. Guiding you is a metallic AI orb, think Guilty Spark from Halo, as you attempt to navigate stampeding herds and child-eating T-Rexes. Until Dawn: Rush of Blood. Rush of Blood isn't exactly the slasher thriller game you might expect from the second entry in the Until Dawn series. Instead of a decision-based adventure, Rush of Blood is actually a horrifying on-rails rollercoaster shooter based in the snowy mountains of the original Until Dawn Teens Murderfest. As you make your way in your Minecraft, you need to avoid various death traps, gun down attackers, and attempt to avoid a heart attack from the game's plentiful jump scares. Rez Infinite. Oh yes, the classic PlayStation 2 on-rail shooter Rez is getting a remake and coming to PlayStation VR. The cult classic psychedelic visuals are getting a graphics overhaul, and the original game is getting additional content, although we don't know the particulars of what that new content will actually be yet. Seeing the flashy, colourful worlds of Rez redone in VR seems like the best way to experience the game again, and we can't wait to listen to Rez's energetic soundtrack while blasting geometric shapes in a fully realised VR environment. Pollen. One of the things that VR seems to do exceptionally well is atmospheric space exploration. This spacefaring adventure takes you to Titan, Saturn's largest moon, to uncover what has become of a research station and the crew manning it. When you arrive, the station is empty, you're alone, and you begin to occasionally suffer from random hallucinations. It isn't the best of situations, but it's up to you to explore the alien environment and uncover clues to the mysteries behind the seemingly abandoned research station. Our guess? It's not abandoned, and there will be monsters. The London Heist. Let's be real here. You've thought about robbing a bank before, but because of laws and jail time and ethics, you probably didn't. But in the London Heist, you can play the part of a criminal and battle rival organisations in one-on-one motion-controlled gunfights. You aim and fire your weapon and interact with the world using the Move controller, and you actually play out motions for actions such as reloading, like you would in real life during a high-speed getaway. We can't wait. Golem. This first-person adventure seems to take advantage of all the hardware available to the PS4. You play as a human protagonist who can create clay golems and take control of them. But all of this isn't done while wearing the VR headset. When you're crafting your golems and doing activities in the protagonist's bedroom, you're playing on your TV. Only when you want to inhabit your golems do you put on the headset, making that action itself part of the game. On top of that, controlling the characters is done with the PlayStation Move's motion sensors, giving you one-to-one control in golem-on-golem sword fights and world exploration. We aren't saying more perhaps was better, but Golem sure is using them in fascinating ways. Eve Valkyrie. CCP Games is fueling every Star Wars fanboy's dreams with Eve Valkyrie. The game's playable demo makes you feel like you're flying through space during the Battle of Endor in Return of the Jedi, except, well, the ships are from the Eve universe. You get a real sense of what it would be like to be an ace pilot in a space navy as you track your enemy ships by turning your head and looking out of a side window while simultaneously weaving between massive capital ships. If there's a killer app for the PSVR headset, this would be it. Dreams. Media Molecule, the developer behind Little Big Planet, is working on its first VR project, Dreams, which seems less of a game and more of a platform for creation. In it, you can essentially build anything you want, from Tron-like futuristic worlds to snowy landscapes filled with polar bears. It isn't exactly clear how you'll be able to interact with the worlds you create, or the ones created by others for that matter, outside of building them. But whatever ends up being the case, it'll be interesting to see what kinds of beautiful, or more likely nightmarish worlds players will be able to craft. Adrift. If you've ever wanted to feel what it'd be like to float through gravity-free space, you probably won't get any closer than Adrift, short of actually taking a rocket into space. Adrift gives you the same impression of loneliness and dread you get from the movie Gravity, challenging you to survive aboard a space station as your oxygen levels slowly deplete. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to uncover what happened to the destroyed space station and find a way back home. Ace Combat 7. VR headsets and games that put you in cockpits seem to go hand in hand. In Ace Combat 7, you're the combat pilot of a state-of-the-art fighter jet in the thick of aerial battles flying missions for the Navy. Using the PSVR headset, you take to the skies of the near future with the freedom to look around, giving you the feeling of actually sitting in the pilot seat, something that's likely to be exhilarating and terrifying. And that's by no means everything. There's also Psychonauts in the Rhombus of Ruin, Riggs, Super Hypercube, Zing the Land Beyond, in which you're dead, and Zing is a place that's essentially purgatory, where the spirits of other people have become trapped, tasking you with overcoming various puzzles to piece together the stories of the spirits' lives, and ultimately help them move on to the next life. Then there's Eagle Flight, Thumper, Dead Secret, Battlezone, 100-foot Robo-Golf, and loads more. Let us know what you're most looking forward to and if PSVR is going to be your virtual reality headset of choice in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more gaming news, reviews, previews and features right here on Games Radar Plus.